In a time long since past, in an age of darkness, when the earth was overrun with demons and humans were powerless under their rule, humanity's hope lived in a demon named Sparda. With a spirit unlike any other, and wielding the sword that bore his own name, Sparda eradicated the demons. And now, the legend of Sparda has been inherited by his son, a demon slayer, Dante.
You called?
Till next time, son of Sparda.
Okay. You know, the funny thing was, I don't really know why a lot of people don't like this game. I mean, it has. Maybe it's a tiny bit worse. Who knows? I actually had a liking for this game. You know, funny story. I remember going into like a store. I don't remember what the name of it was. It was a pretty sucky store. It's pretty shitty employees as well. Two dudes just dick-eating each other. I shit you not. It was like, I went into the store, right? I was down like downtown and in the area, and I found like a gaming store. There was like a CX or whatever down there, and I remember getting Devil May Cry 3. Shit you not. Bought that game, took it right back to the store. Didn't like it. That's my story. Oh boy. But the other thing was, I had Devil May Cry. I had a feeling to get, you know, Devil May Cry 2. It was a game that, you know, someone once had before, and they let me borrow it. That's how I found out about the Devil May Cry series. But when I found like this weird store and everything. After going to like a CX, I returned Devil May Cry 3. I got Devil May Cry 1. Kept that one. I got Tekken 5. Jesus, a lot of moves in Tekken 5 was so wonky. Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection got them. They got them right. And then from Tekken 6, it just went straight to shit. Some of the moves were good. They took out Heihachi's twin pistons. Everything went straight to shit for me. Anyway, when I got to that store, the guy was like, when I asked the guy, I said, do you guys have Devil May Cry 2? I was like, I've been looking for that game all over, because I went to like the CX, they didn't have it, they only had the number 3, but there was like, 3's better anyway. I was like, yeah, I know, but I'm looking for number 2. I have a fond memory of it when I was, you know, in my teenage years. He was like, yeah, okay, I can dig it. Like, yeah, I don't think we'll probably get that one for quite some time. So I'm like, damn, I'm not really sure when I'm going to be in the area again. It was just by chance that I was in that area to begin with. So what happened was, I found this weird store with a crappy name that I don't remember, with shitty employees. Jesus, this combat system is a little bit wonky. Every Devil May Cry seems to have this though. Look, I want to aim at this guy over here, right? Jesus. Never mind, that's not working. Anyway, while I was in the store though, and I asked the guy, I said, you guys have Devil May Cry 2? He was like, no, that game sucks. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I happen to like that game. Something about it, just the detail and stuff like that. I'm happy to like the game, which is probably the reason why you see me play it now. But the guy he drones on and on and on, dick sucking. Him and another guy, like, talking about how Devil May Cry 2 sucks. I was like, you know, I said, you know what the funny thing is? I actually just came back from, oh shit, I don't have enough. Shit, let me leave. I actually just came back from CX and I just returned Devil May Cry 3. They're like, that game is good. Why would you return that? It's like, these two dudes are just going on and on and on about Devil May Cry 2 and 3 and how sucky 2 is and how great 3 is. I'm like, do you have Devil May Cry 2 or not? And then he's like, no, we don't have that game. And I'm like, I look over and I see the game, I look over at the D section and I just find Devil May Cry 2. Right, it's the absolute first game on top of every other game. I was like, I found that so funny. I'm like, it's literally right here. I was like, he lied to me and just told me, oh, well, no, we don't have that game. So I was like, fuck this dude. I'm gonna go and look for myself. And as soon as I get over to the D section, right? Weird homing attack. That's an infinite though, by the way, if you can keep it going. So I get over to there. That's the Devil May Cry 2 is the very first game I see. I was like, oh, Jesus. So the game sucks. Like, why would you want Devil May Cry 2? The game's not good. I'm like, because I have the money and I'm here to purchase the game. There are a lot of games that I believe suck and people still buy those, so I'm allowed to buy games that other people believe sucks that they don't want. Right? Right? Sort of. If you like it, get it, I guess. I'm guessing. If you like it, get it, I guess. I did, I guess. So that's just like the major moral of the point I'm trying to explain. Like, a lot of people think certain things suck, terrible games. It's like, if the game's so bad, it's kind of good type of thing. Like a movie. But shit, I got it! No! But it really kind of stuck out to me, like, how much this dude just did not, he didn't want me to get Devil May Cry 2. It's like, that's so, I don't know, it's so creepy. But even at the same time, before I got the chance to leave, I was looking for Street Fighter Third Strike for the PlayStation 2. And when I did, I asked the guy, I said, do you guys have Street Fighter Third Strike for the PlayStation 2? He says, that game doesn't exist for the PlayStation 2. I'm like, oh, this shitty game, man. Seriously. He tells me the game doesn't exist for PlayStation 2. I'm like, I've played it though. Shit, I've gotten hit again. Damn it. But the guy tells me, oh, well, it doesn't exist for the PlayStation 2. Yes, it does, you fibbing liar. I was like, first of all, I played it on the PlayStation 2, so I know it exists. He tells me, well, no, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh my goodness. You're just the worst type of cancer. It's... So I'm like looking around, he's like, oh, that game didn't exist on PlayStation 2, it only existed on the the Capcom Fighting Jam or Collection Revolution or whatever he said. I'm like, my dad's girlfriend actually had Tekken 5 and Street Fighter Third Strike. So I'm like, that's absolute bollocks. I know that that exists. But you're lying to me. And I've played it, and come to find out, I said, look on your, I said, first of all, it was a Japanese import, right? I was like, so, whoa, that is a weird quickie, son. I really like these weapons. So, I'm like, you have a computer, he's right there. I said, check it out. I said, it does exist because I've played it. He says, yeah, so you're, yeah, right, you know, because you're, you know, I'm the one that works in the store. Yeah, you're smarter than me. I said, I am smarter than you. I was like, if you had any base knowledge, you would have known that that was a Japanese import, right? Because they had the silver PlayStation 2. I think the silver one is like the Japanese one, isn't it? So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, he's lying to me. That's so bollocks. I know that that game absolutely exists on PlayStation 2, whether it's from a different country or not. I mean, all games are Japanese based anyway. Well, the majority of games are like Japanese based. But still, I'm like, this guy's dick sucking so hard for no reason. Like, these two dudes were absolutely just unbearable to deal with. It's like, yeah, you know, you're smarter. Yeah, I'm the one who works in the store and you're smarter than me. Sure. I'm like, I got into an argument with a guy in the chicken store about, like, some sort of hidden fee. I was like, this dude cheated me out of, like, $1 or something. I'm like, how did 8% tax turn into, like, a dollar? And, like, when I came out to the calculation, I'm like, it didn't end in, like, $1.25. I'm like, so you're literally ripping people off. Do your customers know that you're ripping them off? And he's like, oh, what, you think because you have a calculator or your phone that you're smarter than me? Well, you're using a cash register, dude. Are you serious? You honestly saying that because I'm using a calculator, I know I just saved, but I'm just gonna save again because I was blabbing on. I feel unsafe, just to make sure. But like, just because I have a calculator, I'm not saying I'm smarter than you. I'm just adding up. And this guy, he goes on. He's like, you don't have to eat at the store if that's what you're implying that I'm cheating my customers, but you are cheating your customers. I just added 8% tax, and what you've said does not equal up to the output. So something's wrong. The guy's just like, go in my store, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, okay, all right, yeah. So from dickheads in a gaming store telling me that two games don't exist. No, telling me one game doesn't exist, but the other game sucks. Unbelievable. Like, that was my that was my time in my teenage years. Jesus. Anyway, I'll get back to you guys in a little bit. This should be the first half of the video. I had to do this one over because there was so many. The thing was skipping, and I'm hoping that this one turns out a little bit better, even though the first level is kind of crappy. And there was a lot of background sounds. It's very rare that I can actually do a lot of recording at a certain specific time. So anything, you know, that's it. I can only record at certain specific times, and right now I'm recording pretty early while the train sounds are in the background. So anyway, have a good day, and I'll see you next recording. See you next time. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll start that one. See you next recording.